Like Hungary is racist?
Yeah. People say that. You know, people all over Europe say that. People in England and France are like, oh, Hungary's really, really racist, blah, blah, blah. Actually, if you type in Hungary on Google, one of the first things going to come up is, how racist is it? Is it racist? Blah, 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 blah.
I think it's not.
You think it's not? Really?
No. Based on my experiences, I don't... Sometimes I hear here we have some people from here. Sometimes I hear some offensive words in the street, like especially in Budapest. Like
you hear offensive words?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, like the Gypsy one. If you can say it on video, I don't know, but you
You
can
don't
say
have
it because
to,
there's kind of
So there's an offensive word for gypsies
yeah.
that you hear a lot.
Yeah, it's just a Hungarian word for this. But you say it's the same when you order a food, which is related for gypsies, and there's the gypsy music style. So also, but they had some conflicts with it.
So, but what you mean by when you say it and you're ordering the food is you mean that the word has a use that's not always derogatory.
Yeah.
Okay. But you hear it used in a derogatory way often.
Not often.
Not often.
Less and less, because our propaganda is based on the migrants now. The immigrants.
So because the propaganda is anti-immigrant, the gypsies are getting less discrimination?
Yeah, because it's not worth it to use time in the news for gypsies, you know.
Okay.
When you can build your propaganda.
So a lot of people say that because the policies of Hungary are so anti-immigrant, that's evidence of racism.
I think this is the trigger nowadays.
Do you think that's evidence of racism? That it shows that Hungary is racist?
No. Basically, I know people like in my circle of friends, or even far friends, or just people I know. It's not happening in the racist way, you know. It's not cool.
What's not cool?
Like racism. It's not cool. And Budapest is a cool place, so it's not racist.
So I think it
sounded cheesy, sorry, but
I think someone was telling me about what it is. So the leading party is called Fidesz, and it's run by Orban. 2/3 of Budapest voted against his party, whereas anywhere outside of Budapest, the majority, I think, voted for his party. Do you think your comments about racism and many other things are more about Budapest than they are about Hungary?
I think I was trying to make it about Hungary. Like, even if I finished with Budapest, but if I go to the countryside, there are some conflicts, including gypsies and non-gypsies, especially in the northern east part of Hungary. There are some really poor villages, and some conflicts going on, some stabbing sometimes, but they don't really read about it nowadays. So it happens, but it's just about conflicts and poverty, so it's not about the racial question.
Okay. So the question for you is pretty a straightforward answer. Is Hungary really racist? Your answer is no.
Mine is no.
And is Hungary more racist than the United Kingdom or Germany or Denmark and Sweden? Your answer is no.
Wow. Oh. But it's changing
Italy,
nowadays.
Spain.
Like in the UK, they have the no-go zones, so I think it triggers some racism too. So.
But you don't think Hungary's any worse?
I don't think so.
Is it offensive? What do you think about the fact that so many people think that? Why do so many people think that?
I think because of we're the transfer country in the migration phases.
So what you mean by the transfer country is that when refugees are coming from, say, Syria through Turkey, they have to go through Hungary.
Yeah.
And you think because you're the country that they have to go through that you get labeled racist?
Yeah, because not because of this, but because we built our political propaganda on hating the people who are going through.
Right.
And even though the policemen are sometimes, and a lot of times, really kind, were really kind to them and helping them. There were some hidden camera footages about this, and sometimes some bad things happened as well, really stressful situations. But mainly, I think it's not so fair to build a propaganda on it if you don't have to meet the problems where the people are going to live in your country. Like it's like there's a train going on and I hate those guys. Do you hate them too? Yeah, let's be friends. Yeah, let's build a society on this. Like those guys are going there and we hate them so much, and we don't have to deal with that.
Right.
Okay, we have to deal a few hundreds or something like this. Is hilarious.
So are you saying that because most of them are just passing through Hungary, that any anti-immigrant sentiment is silly? Because they're not staying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's silly. Yeah, I didn't quite catch the last part. I was thinking. Sorry, can you repeat this?
Well, I couldn't quite tell what your point was when you were saying that, because you were talking about like people watching immigrants going through, but they're just going through on a train. So
yeah, it was just a metaphor. Like it was like I stand by a train.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an imagination stuff. Like and you and I we are standing there, and I say, "Hey, do you hate those people on the train?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's be friends and build a society based on this, because
Based on our hatred.
on a hatred.
Okay.
Common hatred is a nice connection making.
So you think people are doing that?
I think it's the propaganda is about here.
Yeah. But that propaganda is not racist?
Wow, is it racist? Is it racist to call someone migrant? It's not racist, so it's not racist. So maybe my whole point doesn't make sense, but I think
I'm
it
just
does.
curious. Is it racist if the immigrants are another race?
Yeah, but they don't have to be another race. But they are usually associated with the...
So let me ask you this then. If the immigrants coming through were white, do you think the response would be the same?
Wow, I don't think so.
So then it might be racist.
Might be.
Okay. I'm just asking.
It's the bias is like
Yeah.
how a migrant looks like, and we have to say migrant is the proper word, not immigrant, because they legally approach the
A
country.
migrant versus immigrant.
Migrant.
Yeah. Immigrant would mean that they're staying. Migrant means that they're just passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
so Hungary is officially not racist at all. Don't worry. I mean, my experience of Hungary has been Budapest.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I've seen evidence of racism unless you were talking about just a low amount of people that aren't white. But I don't think that's necessarily evidence of racism. There's very few non-white people here.
Yeah.
Could be evidence of it. I don't know. But they definitely are anti-immigrant. I've heard people say anti-immigrant things.
Anti-immigrant.
Yeah. I've heard anti-immigrant comments, even in Budapest.
Yeah, it's a precise call.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you think that anti-immigrant sentiment is stronger in Hungary than most countries?
It must be stronger, yeah.
Because of the pass-through. Yeah.
And because a lot of, I think it's especially stronger in the older generations who still watch TV.
How do you say immigrant go home in Hungarian? So I know when I'm hearing this.
They say migráns or
Migráns.
migrantse, which
Migrantse.
migrant is a common. If someone says migrant, you can know they hate.
It's a derogatory.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Migrantse.
Yeah, just migrant.
Migrant.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's how they.
Like migrants go home. How do I say that?
Migráns haza is like.
Migrant haza.
Yeah, migráns haza. You can shout it loud and.
And what about? Is there like another group of Hungarians that goes around saying like,
No.
"We love you,
Oh.
immigrants"?
No.
Shouldn't there be a balance for every guy that's going around saying "immigrant go home"? Shouldn't there be someone like, "I love immigrants"?
It's not as simple, I think.
No, but you could start that.
No, I won't.
We have a window right here.
Like.
What would happen if I opened this window right now and was like, how do you say? How do I say in Hungarian? I love migrants.
Wow, imádom a migránsokat.
Imádom a migráson.
Sokat.
Sokat.
What would happen? One way to find out.
Right. I might get something thrown, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I actually don't know how much time we've used so far. Did you see on the clock?
No, I
what our time
forgot.
is?
I forgot to.
You forgot to start the timer.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, I don't want this to be like an hour and a half. So,
Yeah.
what should we talk about to finalize and really make it like meaningful and powerful for the future generations? I mean, there's probably going to be like 5 people who watch this.
Yeah.
So, so we really want to take give a really good experience to those 5 people. You know, really life-changing.
Wow. I think
That they should try goulash, basically.
exactly. And for the next show, Toby S won't wear the same shirt as the guest.
Yeah, he was experimenting, you know, with...
It was totally random, by the way.
It was actually really totally random.
Yeah.
I have like 2 long sleeve shirts that I brought to Hungary because the weather was so warm. I was just wearing t-shirts and I was going to buy more. But today I looked in my closet and I'm like, I've been wearing this blue shirt every day. So
Yeah.
Gyurgy has seen me so many times in this blue shirt that I need to wear my red shirt. So of course he shows up to the door with the red shirt. And his first thought was like, this is so gay. So yeah.
Gay is okay.
Gay is totally fine in Hungary.
Even if they say we hate gay people. Like,
Do they?
It's also...
I don't know how to say it in Hungary, so maybe they've been saying it the whole time.
Yeah, maybe. But they don't see you as a... You're
don't see me.
You're really hard to tell.
Hard to tell. I'm not like a really obvious
They say...
transsexual.
I was searching on Nomad, digital nomad.
You were searching
website.
on Grindr, as usual?
No.
You were searching on Digital Nomad?
Yeah, for places to check and maybe live there. And I checked...
Wait, there's a website called Digital Nomad?
Nomad.
Oh, Nomad List.
Nomad List.
Yeah, Nomad List is a really cool website, by the way. It basically rates every city by like how expensive it is to live there, how fast is their internet, all this kind of stuff.
But it's based on common knowledge, so sometimes it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because they say we hate gays. That like statistics of Budapest, like.
Is that what it said under Budapest?
When I worked,
is that homophobic?
It was like like really homophobic.
I don't consider it really homophobic. I don't know that it's the most enlightened city in the world, but I don't think it's that homophobic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a published gay guide to Budapest, like that you can get as a little piece.
And what are we talking about, Nomad List? Maybe it's changed since then. I haven't.
Or maybe someone just went on there and had a really bad experience in Budapest, and they left their review, and then it wasn't.
Like he tried to convince a straight guy to do things and for money and.
Right.
Yeah.
That
didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that would not be the case. I think it would work probably, but people are gonna think.
No.
You don't have to. I'm gonna have to edit that part out. They're gonna think that that's your way of saying that I tried to pay you for sex. That's what they're gonna think based on what you just said.
Yeah, they will think.
All your friends, all 3 people that watch this now are gonna think that, and they're gonna think that you said yes.
Who knows?
Because otherwise you wouldn't be here, drinking the juice.
The truth. Yeah, maybe it's a casting video.
Oh my god. I have no idea if I'm going to edit out this last part, but thank you so much for watching the first episode of SPR, Sex, Politics, and Religion. Next episode may have George, or it may not. It may have another guest, because you're going to Transsexualvania, I think, in a couple days, right?
Oh my god! If people from there hear this, they will hate you.
Or maybe it'll get a lot of popularity, and I'll go there and do an episode before I get killed.
Yeah, it can be happen.
Yeah. So feel free to leave your comments below, especially if you have anything to say that is fact-based and contradicts something that I said. I always like to know if I get my facts wrong, I'd like that to be pointed out, because I think that truth matters. I think that comedy matters. I think that having fun matters. But at the end of the day, I think that truth matters, and I don't want to be part of the global movement to spread bullshit as truth.
And if I said something wrong, just correct me in the comments. Feel free.
You fucking racist Hungarian motherfucker!
I was trying to be honest and straight.
I think you were definitely trying to be honest and straight and sincere and unedited.
Yeah.
So you may get some flack. Maybe you'll get some criticism. Who knows? Maybe criticism is good for us.
Maybe I die.
I don't think you're gonna get killed, but there's not enough.
I mean, I dye my hair.
Do you?
No.
I was gonna say it's been the same color since I've known you. On that note, thank you very much. I'm Toby Madigan, and this is
George.
Gyurgy.
I mean George.
Gyurgy.
I just realized what you're saying. George.
See you next time.